Ever walked into a room and just felt everyone judging you? Not because they know you, not because they've actually tried to help you out. It's just that they already decided who you are before you even got a chance to prove them wrong. The name's Ryan Carter, and just a year ago, my entire school voted against me. They gave me a title, most likely to fail. Everyone laughed that day, but they had no idea that their little label was about to turn their whole world upside down. I wasn't the smartest kid in class. I wasn't the star athlete either. And I definitely wasn't one of the popular kids. Honestly, I was just that guy who walked past you without you even noticing. My grades were a mess. It took me way longer than everyone else to wrap my head around the lessons. And every time I bombed a test, everyone just saw it as more proof that I was a total failure. At first, I tried to shrug it off, but as time went on, I actually started to believe them. In the hallways, they'd make snide comments. In class, they'd laugh whenever I got an answer wrong. And in the cafeteria, I spent most of my time sitting alone. It wasn't exactly violent, in-your-face bullying, but it was constant, every single day. Just enough to make you second-guess yourself over and over again. When I'd get home, my dad would always ask me, "How was your day?" And I'd always just say, "It was good," even though I was totally lying. I didn't want to worry him. He was already working crazy long hours, and I figured the last thing he needed was to hear about my problems. Then came the day that changed everything. The school was holding its annual awards ceremony. Awards for the best student, the best athlete, the most popular kid. Everyone was having a blast, until the teacher announced a new award, something nobody had ever heard of before. Most likely to fail. The second I heard the name, my stomach just dropped, because I already knew exactly what was about to happen. The teacher tore open the envelope. He looked out at the crowd, smiling. Then he said,
"And the winner is Ryan Carter."
The whole place just erupted. The room was filled with applause and straight-up mockery. Some kids started pulling out their phones to record me. Others were just cracking jokes. In that moment, I couldn't take it anymore. I bolted out of the auditorium, with the sound of their laughter still ringing in my ears, trailing me all the way out. When I got home, I found out someone had already posted the video online, and it was blowing up. Thousands of views, hundreds of comments just tearing me apart. I sat there, staring at the screen, feeling like every single word being typed was just stripping away another piece of my confidence. My dad walked into the room. He saw the state I was in. He asked me what happened. At first, I refused to talk, but eventually, I handed him my phone. He watched the whole video, from start to finish, without saying a single word. And when it was over, he asked me just one question.
"Do you believe what they're saying about you?"
I didn't know what to say, because part of me had already started to believe them. Over the next few weeks, my dad started spending a lot more time in meetings. He was talking with lawyers, reviewing piles of paperwork and contracts, making these long, intense phone calls. I had no idea why. At the same time, rumors started flying around school. Apparently, there were some serious financial problems. The administration was scrambling to find investors, but honestly, nobody really cared or paid it any mind. 3 weeks later, the entire school was called into the auditorium. The principal stood on stage. He looked unusually rattled. Then, he announced that the school had been sold to a new owner. The students started whispering. Who was it? And why? Then the doors to the auditorium swung open. My dad walked in. He was wearing a sharp, tailored suit. A group of lawyers followed right behind him. The whole room went